Hello guys, I am here with a Sky Striker deck profile, and this is an add-on bonus because I'm trying to plug my Discord server, where I host tournaments of my own ban list, so basically my own ban list, but it's still using the TCG ban list, so some cards may be different from the TCG ban list, so basically TCG ban list, so if you don't see any card that's semi-unbanned or banned, so basically I put cards that I want to be banned, semi-limited, or unbanned into those sections, so like Tribute Revolt could be banned. And then, but if there's not a card in one of those sections that I put, but it's banned on like the TCG, you could not play that card because I'd never put it unbanned, semi or limited. Like Pot of Greed, if that card's not on there and I didn't put it as unbanned, semi or limited, it's still banned. So basically, it's just like kind of like changing some cards in the TCG. And yeah, so if you want to go check that out, check it out in the description below, and then onto the stack profile. Also, if you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. And then also leave a like. That also helps me out. And also, as I was like watching like some Demon Slayer, and then something crazy happened. I looked, and 98% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So make sure you are subscribed, because then you get to see more deck profiles, mostly Drytron, because I like Drytrons. I like Drytron, but sometimes I go off into other deck profiles like Virtual, Sky Strikers, and then maybe Thunder Dragons. We'll have to see. But now onto the deck profile. For the monsters, we got 3 Ash Blossom and Joy of Spring, 1 Destiny Hero Celestial, 1 Destiny Hero Dasher, 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, 3 Nibiru the Primal Being, 3 Sky Striker Ace Ray, 1 Sky Striker Ace Rose, and then that's it for the monsters. So this is just hand traps, DPE package, and regular like Sky Striker monsters for the Sky Striker package. So Ray is the main one you want to have. This is the one you want to summon out because it helps you with this card, which whenever you target Ray, you can chain Ray effect to the summon out one from the extra deck, and then this effect still goes through the mill and add. Then this one is just like you can either play at 1 or 2. Most people play it at 2. Some people play at 1. I like it at 1 because I want to see Ray over this, but sometimes you just need to see this because you need a starter for going second. For the spells, we play 1 Called by the Grave, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Destiny Fusion, 1 Mystic Mind, 1 Pot of Desires, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 2 Sky Striker Airspace Area 0, 1 Sky Striker Maneuver Afterburners, Jamming Waves, 1 Hornet Drones, 2 Shark Cannon, 3 Widow Anchors, 1 Multi-Roll, 1 Hercules Base, 1 Engage, 1 Terraforming, 1 Twin Twisters, 1 Upstart, and then 2 Imperm. So, reason why Call By is just there to get rid of any hand traps, 2 Cosmic Cyclones there to hurt back row decks, also the Twin Twisters, and then 2 Fusion Destinies is just there for the DPE package. The Mystic Mind is just there, so then you can also just get rid of if let's say you're going second, your opponent says with a really good board. You draw this plus Widow Anchor, but you don't see a Sky Striker starter to get into like Hayate or nothing. You go Mystic Mind, they go chain their Baroness de Fleur, and you go chain Widow Anchor on that, and they're like, okay. And then you're like, if you have no Optimistic Mind, I will deck you out. If you can. Because, I mean, this deck can't really deck them out. But if they're at lower cards than you, because they're a combo deck, then you say that. Pot of Desires is pretty decent. Now, this card does hurt you because you're playing the DPE package, but if you're a good Yu-Gi-Oh player, you'll get to the DPE package, and then you'll use it. Or if you're just like, if you think you're not gonna get punished, you can just activate it if you really need it. Like if you like have no cards to stop your opponent, you like Pot of Desires for 10, and they know you're playing the DPE package, so they'll be like, okay, yeah, that goes through. And if they allow that to go through and you don't get punished, you draw a Fusion Destiny and you've never banished any of the materials for it, then you're just a good Yu-Gi-Oh player. If you did get punished, You don't really need the Fusion Destiny pack. You just need to be able to You just need to be able to kill your opponent on the next couple of turns, or just be able to stall them out of the game. Reinforcement of armies is just to search either one of these, mostly Ray, 2 Sky Striker area zeros. They're here just to be able to go into your other engines. Like, let's say you want to set this one because you don't really need it going first because your opponent makes you go first. You activate this one, then you mill 3. You look at those 3 that you milled, you add 1, and then you return the rest back to the deck and shuffle. This is just to pop a card your opponent controls. Pop a set card your opponent controls, so for more back removal. Hornet Drones is just here to summon out you a Sky Striker token, so you can go into your Sky Striker extra deck if you don't see like a Sky Striker monster. This one could be for Drytrons or Eldritch. If you're playing against Eldritch, you usually just want to get the Eldritch engraved, so you can banish it, and then they have to summon out the second one. If they're playing 3 Eldritch, then they're nice. 3 Widow Anchor, just for any combo decks that let's say you need to activate one of your other going second cards to beat them. You need it to resolve. You draw like 2 of these plus like this. You pop Baroness to the floor, beat the negate, and then you're like, okay, sure. Then you go on the other. You activate Widow Anchor on the other one, Orson Ray, and then you just go full combo. Multi-roll can set any of your spells and traps up to the number. So basically, it sets Sky Striker spells during the end phase. If you didn't, this is just in case if you didn't know what it does. So during the end phase, you can set Sky Striker spells and spells. Pretty sure it says it's Sky Striker spell cards up to the number of Sky Striker spells activated that turns with different names. I'm pretty sure. So you set Sky Striker spells with different names, and then up to the number of Sky Striker spells activated. So you can't set like 2 Widow Anchors, but you can set a Widow Anchor, Shark Cannon, and then something else. But you can't set like 2 Widow Anchors because this is different names. Or if you need to, you can activate this one, activate this, send this, summon out Ray. That's also another combo to get to one of your Sky Strikers. So you activate this one first, activate this one. So now you get to set this. Now you get to set this one off of this one during the end phase. You get to set any other spell or traps that any other Sky Striker spell or traps and spells in your grave. I don't know why I keep saying spell or trap. I'm used to Eldritch, so yeah, I'm used to traps being in decks. The Hercules base is just to return any of your extra deck cards that you need to. Because you're only playing one of this and one of this, so if you need these in the extra deck, you need this one in the extra deck, so you can go to Link 2. Or if you just run out of Shizukus or Kagaris or Hayates, you can do that. So you basically reloop your extra deck loops. And then the one engage is just there because it's at 1. And then adds any of your Sky Striker cards to your hand. And then if you have 3 more spells engraved, draw 1. So basically, add and then draw 1 if you have 3 spells engraved. This one adds either Mystic Mine or your Sky Striker field spell going second. And then Twin Twisters are there for back row decks. Upstart, there to get you more draw power, and it's another spell. This can also pitch a spell card from your hand that you don't need because you're not going to be using it. 2-1 perm just for going second as well. So this deck is mostly going second. If you do misclick on going first, you can sometimes not get punished. Sometimes you'll just like not draw into any of your going second cards, so then you do draw into some of your Sky Striker spells, and then you just need to set those. And then you also draw in the Sky Striker monster, and in phase get Shizuku effect. And for the extra deck, we play 1 Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Forcer, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Line of the Light Charmer Lustrous, 1 Predaplant Verte Anaconda, 3 Sky Striker Hayates, 3 Kagaris, 1 Kaina, 3 Shizuku, 1 Zeke. Or Zeke. I think that's how you say it, Zeke. This one just for as a Link 2, just in case you like go Widow Anchor, still one of your opponent's monster, you go Link 2, so you have an open main monster zone. This one's just so you can steal one of your opponent's monsters, so you can go into a Verte. So you basically just go steal the opponent's monster, steal one from their grave, then go into Verte. Or you could just go ahead and steal one of their opponent's monsters. If you have like 2 Sky Striker monsters, you go into this. This one can only be made. You can play the dark Charmer monster, the Link monster, if you want to. You raise your main one that you can go into it with. So you have more raise in deck than this. Rotate just sums out DPE. You need this to send your Sky Striker spells. This one to add them whenever they're sent off of this. This one can only be used going second. This one can be used going first. If you see like this one going first, then you're lucky. You're lucky if you see this card going first. Kind of. If you see this card going first, you need to be like adding like Widow Anchor mostly. Kinda is just there to stop your opponents from attacking, and then you also gain life points off of it. Shizuku is just there for the end phase effect, and also makes your opponent lose 100. Their monsters lose 100 attack and defense for each spell in your rig. Zeke is just there because like you steal opponent's monster, you make it, and then you go banish them there on their monster, and then you go battle phase attack with this one. If you have made it that turn, then you're like GG. And then that's it for the Sky Striker deck profile. Also, make sure to subscribe, leave a like if you already haven't, and make sure to go check out the Discord in the description below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.